Cornerfolk. What are Cornerfolk? If you saw small, milky humanoids interdimensionally traveling in the corners of your home, would you grab the camera to calmly make a narrated educational video about them? Why are so many interdimensional gateways at some guy named Riley's house? What is the corner world? And why do the Cornerfolk put short people in jail? Stay tuned to find out. Right now. The Cornerfolk were first reported by a man named Riley Tillon. We know about Riley's documentation because of one Alex Kansas, the same human who documented the monument mythos. I will be linking to their work in the description. Alex's first video about the Cornerfolk is a compilation of 4 videos uploaded by Riley, 3 of which in 2011 and 1 of which in 2013. The first of the 4 videos opens with Riley matter-of-factly explaining how there are multiple different dimensions and they all intersect with our own. These intersections are called corners. Most entities from one dimension are locked within their own dimension, and cannot perceive entities living in other dimensions even when at a corner. Can't imagine how it feels to be that limited in experience. Anyways, beings worth a damn like the Cornerfolk are able to pass through the corners and travel between dimensions. I think the name Cornerfolk is a bit derivative. That would be like if I called you cell phone ape. Because of this ability, Cornerfolk are considered a trans-dimensional species. Can I say, so happy to see trans-dimensional species representation in the media. Apparently, the corners of Riley's home just happen to line up with some key corners for dimensional transit. Because of this, the creamy Cornerfolk like to curl up in the corners of Riley's house while he's not around and exhibit micro-movements similar to that of dreaming animals. We can see in the following clip what it looks like when Cornerfolk travel through Riley's house because I stole his iPhone and got this footage in addition to his nudes. So we know that they're jumping dimensions, but why are they doing it? Riley thinks that the Cornerfolk might only leave their dimension for food, like humans only leave the house for resources. If you only leave your house for the bare minimum resources to survive, I'm ashamed to say that I can relate. The little Cornerfolk have patterns on their skin, imprinted there from being haphazardly crammed into nurseries/prisons in the corner world made out of corners to secure/trap the infants. If you're quick to judge the Cornerfolk for putting their youth in jail, just remember high school, and then remember how annoying you were in high school. They were right to put you in there. Riley thinks that the corners in his house are being used as in-between points for dimensional travel, like a rest stop. I mean, he's kinda right, but only in the fact that everyone pees there. After a while of this crap, Riley began to fixate on a dimension known as the corner world. The corner world is a world made up of a bunch of trans-dimensional intersections that's far too complex for your human brain to understand, so we just said fuck it, here's a bunch of lines. Anyways, Riley starts dreaming about the corner world, and like any rational being, he stays inside for weeks to obsessively draw what haunts his slumber. He begins to claim that the Cornerfolk are taunting him, and no shit, dude, they can travel dimensions and you don't even leave your house. He then says that he wants to enter the corner world, and he is not afraid of what happens to him when he does. Riley then jumps into a corner of his house and we get a look into the corner world. Imagine being so dumb, you try to film a dimension made of dimensions with a third-dimensional camera. After a mental health and wellness check was called in because someone saw that video, authorities discovered Riley asleep in a corner, his internal organs folded across various axes. He somehow survived his intestines being turned into origami, and he made origami his whole recovery despite never having been taught it. So what does this mean? Well, for one, Riley's a nutjob who talks like he put acid tabs in his cereal regardless regardless of whether or not the Cornerfolk are real. It also means we have to figure out what the Cornerfolk want and what the hell they are in the first place. This is where the first video about the Cornerfolk ends, but there is a whole lot more to be unpacked. So if you like this video and you want me to explore the full story of the Cornerfolk and the other Alex Kansas videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with all notifications enabled so I know to go cry in a corner again. Before we go, I'd like to thank Coralinius, aka Kawasaki, for drawing the Cornerfolk. They are super talented and you should go check out all of their work, and I'll be linking to them in the description. Alright,